Okay, we are 135 days out from King of the Platform 5, and thinking about last night's deadlifts, in the moment, that 665 mixed grip triple, I was like a little bit cheesed with how it did move, especially watching it back on camera. But the thing that I got to remember is we are still 135 days out, and at this point last year when I reversed the diet from cut part 1, I missed 595 3 weeks in a row, so we are in a pretty half-decent spot. Anyways, today is speed bench, overhead, dumbbell press, focus, upper day, so we're gonna get to doing our speedy bench. And last week we ran the 8.5s at 155, so plan is take a feeler at this one, and then go 205 for 6.5s for the work sets. Woo! I don't know, running that many sets, that many reps with that light of weight probably does look a little bit silly. And like one of the complaints I always get the first time I get someone doing a speed bench protocol is like, Seth, this is way too freaking light to be productive. But then the thing is that you need to make sure the rest times are short enough that it gets hard by the end. You need to make sure that you're actually pushing into the bar hard enough that it gets hard by the end. And you need to make sure that your upper back intent is there so it feels like your lats are gonna freaking explode by the end time you get to the end of the protocol. And lat pump so intense I almost forgot how to talk there, but I don't want to refilm that, so we're doing overhead next. And last week ran some reps at 265. Plan for today is work up top set, 275, 285, maybe 295 depending on how things feel, and get at least a couple in. I think we're gonna be in a better spot than last week. Also made sure to set up on the deeper power rack today, which means that I have more room to get the row going to pop her into start position. So hopefully the unrack is less pathetic today. Yeah, I think we are going to do better than last week for sure. So growing some balls, going straight to 2. But we didn't grow that many balls because I'm still enough of a pansy to want to put wrist straps on for a 2-plate overhead press. We might have to go straight to 275. Because holy freaking shit, I swear I can literally like feel the glycogen in my arms, and it's just like very nice and I guess squishy, pumpy feeling or something. And 3 reps here feels easy. We're gonna go up, so you know what we're gonna have to do. Let's go. I think we're going up. Now, I was considering being smart, but I talked to Darrell, and he put the little idea of 3 feet in my head, so I guess we're not being smart. And best ever here is a single, so we gotta do better than that.
Come on. Come on, Seth. Yeah. Another.
And if you know that you could be making better progress but don't know what to do with your training or technique, take the guesswork out, hit the link below, join the team so we can give you daily individualized coaching on every single thing that you're doing so we can bring up your weak points, address tactical issues, and set you up with rock solid programming that if you do the work, you will make better progress than ever.
Okay, holy freaking shit, that surprised me. Was not expecting to get 5 there, but also not complaining. And I think all that's telling me is the work that we did when we were very hungry is absolutely paying off. So now time to go do more work with some big dumbbells. And because we're planning on being a little bit aggressive here today, going 120 first warm up. Holy shit, it is so nice having food. And now we're gonna scoot the camera back a little bit so that we can move the bench closer to where the 150s are. Darrell's being lame and making me accept help putting the 150s up, but
I'm here there.
there-ish. But I mean, like, saving a little bit of energy ain't a bad thing. Plan here, put some sauce on it for a couple, and get some confidence to grab something a little bit stupid. Adequately saucy. So yeah, I think we're gonna try 180s out. Okay, big fucking crank.
Control. Yep, easy. You got another one. Good shit.
Yep. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, yeah, we're kind of strong right now. Not complaining. Anyways, time for some dips now. And because we've been pretty silly on everything else we've done so far today, I think the intention here will be to try not to be too silly unless it feels really freaking good. I think going straight to 2 plates will count as not being too silly. Never mind some dude doing weighted pull-ups has the only dip belt in the gym, so we're just gonna go body weight and reps till it gets hard, which might be good for me considering how heavy we pushed the other stuff so far. Lost count, so I don't know. Still no dip belt available, so we're doing 1,000,000 reps again. Not gonna complain about not being able to load these though, because the bump there is freaking nice. And I have been running that Panada overhead tricep machine as my main tricep slot on this day, and it does feel really nice, but I'm unsure if it feels like I'm getting a lot of bench carryover out of it. So I think I'm gonna run a tape press in its spot this week, see how the tris and elbows feel on Monday. And when I was deep in the diet, I tried this experiment a little bit earlier and I absolutely roasted myself, but now that I have food, hoping that I can recover a little bit better and make it feel less detrimental to the Monday bench session, but still don't want to cook them too heavy today. But we can definitely go up from 70. All right, 90s. Thinking this should be good for a moderate work set. Well, we'll see if we can go up or not. think that's going to be workable for another work set. And like definitely could go up, but I also want to be mindful that I need to work back into running 2 hard push tricep slots per week. Okay, round 2. What I really like about these chromies for stuff like this is that they're like a really small dumbbell, so a little bit more range than I would with the rubber ones, which is both kind of good, but kind of sucks. Will make you stronger though. And I'll call that good enough for first tricep slot of the day. For the second tricep slot, gotta use this magical push down. Still don't remember what setting I'm on, so we might have to finagle a little bit. Should also probably lift the camera up so my head's in frame. Still so freaking nice. We'll go up. Okay, full stack. If it feels really good, I'm gonna grab a gym pin. I think we need to grab a gym pin. Get a couple more in first. I did ask permission before doing this and was told I get to be the guinea pig on this machine's durability, so let's find out if it breaks. I really don't want it to break. I think we're okay. Passed the test. Anyways, delt time. Will not be the gym pin on this guy because we are embarrassingly bad at it. But I mean, we're doing it so we can get less bad at it, right? Think we can go up. Also probably gotta nudge this up one hole. Okay, pretty hefty jump here. Big crank. Actually pretty happy with that. But I think the smart call with how that felt is probably a downset because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to repeat that performance again. But I am stoked though because the weight we're going to for downset is the same weight that was stapled to the bottom a couple weeks ago. So we're getting less pathetic as we go. Which I mean we should be if we're pushing stuff hard. I'm okay with that. Pull down time. Camera is definitely going to get walked in front of here, but the machine is good enough that I'll be okay. And think we got to go 3. And if this feels shockingly strong, we'll take another jump, but I'm expecting it should be heavy enough. We're going up. Quarter though, so nothing crazy. Goal here is at least a couple good ones. I love these machines so freaking much. And I know correlation isn't causation, but as soon as I started to run this guy, everything started to feel better, so we're going to keep running this guy.
Good.
Wonderful. Darrell put another plate on top of what I just did, so we got to try to keep up again.
Go.
Too close to it.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Attaboy.
I am roasted. And rear delt time now. Gonna give this guy a whirl. Going for the more high to low, better rear delt action here or something. Oh. Might have to move the thing he's in. I don't know. This might work. Think we can go up for the next set. Adjusted the position on the thingy bobbers a little. We'll see if it gives us a better feel. Better feel achieved. Step back a little bit. Oh yeah. That's the spot. Oops. We'll do one more there. Got to change the camera batteries first. Fresh battery. One more crank here.
At least it's fresh. That bounce well, it's actually 4
Am happy to be able to use cable crossover machine again. Anyways, time to crank on some arms. Not sure if I'm brave enough to get the gym pin out for this guy. Also gotta tilt the camera up again. Now we're in frame, I think. Gotta. One too high. There we go. Thing is so nice. And the Panada version of this guy is being used, so we're gonna try out the max pump one and see if it gets us. I don't know if I like the feel. Probably need more weight on it, it'll be better, so we'll put more weight on it. I also think I need to drop. No, that is all the way. That is all the way down. Somewhat aggressive jump, but the last set felt very light, so we'll see. Think this will work. Gonna drop the seat down for the next one. Seat successfully dropped. Okay, this is making sense now. Official assessment is that it works, definitely feels good, but not as magical as Panada, so next time we're going Panada, if it is an option. And you know the drill, gotta touch some abs. Really hoping that with how we've been loading these on the bench, that 25 feels okay. Got to commit to the pullover a little bit harder. Maybe not. Still pathetic, but getting better. Am going to try to get the kettlebell a little bit more overhead on the next set, but no promises because it does feel pretty vulnerable down there still. Okay, wish me luck. I cannot believe how hard that is. But holy freaking guacamole. I also cannot believe how strong I'm feeling right now. And I was basing my expectations off of coming off of last year's cut and knowing how hard it was when I added food back in. Like, it makes me so freaking glad that I did hire Justin, because the way he had the diet set up, like, I was able to push way harder, way longer. I did feel like death at the very end, but because I felt like death, because we did push harder for longer, I'm able to now. Like, he's getting me to ramp up food so much more aggressively than I did last year, and like, the strength is absolutely blowing my freaking mind. And I think all I can really say about that is, number one, did way better with the diet. Again, hiring Justin was able to do it way smarter. And number two, my training was also a lot better through the stages when I was feeling like death, and I was kind of mentally managing the death feels a little bit better and still pushing hard and still doing the right work. And because I did the right work, because the accessories were still there, like, now that I got some control and oomph back, like, the barbell shit is freaking happening. And I think the biggest thing I need to do right now is, with the barbell shit freaking happening the way it is, I gotta make sure that I am selective with my pushes and not going too crazy every single freaking time in the gym. So next week, gonna be the start of a new wave. Gonna do my best to keep her a little bit in the pocket loading wise, just so we don't smash ourselves too hard. But with how shit is rolling now, like, I am very excited and very optimistic to finish out this prep. Like, squats, still a little bit unsure on, but based on how Saturday goes, we'll come up with a plan to get that rolling again. And like, if Saturday feels great, I think I'll probably just like keep building comp squat. If Saturday feels like I'm still having a hard time using my legs well in a squat, I'll probably run a wave of high bars as my main, but time will tell. We'll find out. So thank you guys so much for watching, sticking around through the boring phase, because shit is gonna get a lot more fun from here on into the meat, hopefully. Peace out. Have a good night. See ya in the team.